Welcome back to your class in Understanding Culture, Society, and Politics. This is the second of the series of videos in Lesson 2, which is about the social sciences, sociology, anthropology, and political science. And we're still discussing the social as driver of interaction. Remember in the previous video, we discussed that the study of the society can be accomplished in three ways. First is by mapping the social forces affecting social actors as their lives intersect in society, which is also the discipline of sociology. Second is by rehearsing the structures and components of cultural practices and traditions, which is the discipline of anthropology. And third one is by exposing the asymmetrical power distributions among members of social communities and organizations under the discipline of political science. In this video, we're going to discuss the discipline of anthropology in detail. Anthropology is derived from two Greek words, anthropos and logos, and it is the discipline of social science that studies intensively humans and the respective cultures where they were born and actively belong to. It is said to be the father of all social and behavioral sciences like sociology, economics, and psychology. Now, anthropology has been critically called a child of colonization because discoverers of new territories were always accompanied by missionary documenters. They're also known as ethnographers. They were to record even the smallest detail of their observation and reflections about the places that they conquered, the people who live there, their practices, their language, rituals, and habits. What they wrote were the so-called scribes of cultures, and they were used by colonizers to subjugate native cultures. This is the unofficial story of anthropology, but it suggests two essential things about the discipline and its capacity to represent the social. The first one is its methodology of documenting one's engagement with a different culture. And the second one is its fascination with the ways of life in different societies. The first one is referred to in anthropological jargon as the ethnographic method or ethnography. Ethnography can either be a research design or a specific research method where people are observed in their natural environment rather than in a formal research setting. However, the latter points to that part of the discipline that is just for anthropology. Now let's move on to this part. For an anthropology's diversity, such as those seen in the body shapes and sizes, customs, clothing, speech, religion, and the worldview, provides a frame of reference for understanding any single aspect of life in a given community. They look for culture universal instead of universal culture. Now, universal culture refers to cultural artifacts that appear the same or similar everywhere they are found, while culture universal refers to patterns of similarity within an array of differences. This culture universal complements the principle equal but different. Now, for history of anthropology, anthropology is described by the American Anthropological Association as a science seeking to uncover principles of behavior that apply to all human communities. When some European migrant scholars from England and Germany brought in their expertise and knowledge and focused on new settlements and ethnic minorities, including the Native American Indian tribes, the discipline was raised to a higher level, shifting to the New World or North America. Here are some anthropologists who made major contributions to the field of anthropology. The first one is Franz Boas. Franz Boas, who is considered to be the father of American anthropology and initially obtained a college degree in physics, strongly believed that that same strategy can be used in measuring culture and human behavior while conducting research among humans, including the uniqueness of their culture. Now, Alfred Kroeber and William Henry Morgan, they became prominent in the field of anthropology since their specialization included the support of indigenous rights, like studying the traditional cultural preservation and ancestral domain of the American Indian tribes. Ruth Benedict, she became a specialist in anthropology and folklore and authored one of the three famous books utilized in the academic scene for reference purposes, and that book is known as Patterns of Culture. Now, participant observation, which is the distinct way of data gathering from their respondents, it is central to ethnography or the ethnographic approach. Common data gathering techniques of ethnography involve unstructured interviews and surveys, and the founding father of this strategy is Bronislaw Malinowski.